Welcome back to That's Life with John Carver. This is episode number 302. I'm calling this episode, They Picked December 25th. If you're from the western part of the world, you understand that December 25th is the day that people celebrate Christmas and that they say that Jesus Christ was born. So that's kind of like the theme of the show, but not in a religious sense. Just hang in there with me for just a few minutes. Those who solidified and promoted this December 25th would be the date that billions of people for centuries have celebrated the birth of Jesus, has lasted for centuries. Have you ever considered the people and events in your life that have created massive changes and beliefs in your life? There's a lot of people who have grown up believing and assuming certain things because that's the way it's always been. In the 1960s, in the United States of America, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a man who was inspired to change society. But the backstory behind that, I think, is even better. His dad, remember Martin Luther King Jr., he must have a senior, right? Well, originally, his dad, his name was Michael King. But he traveled to Germany and saw what Martin Luther did several hundred years earlier, and it impacted him so much with the Reformation movement with Martin Luther that he changed his name to Martin Luther King Sr. and then changed the name of his son Martin Luther King Jr., which, if you know history, changed America. So don't you think that there was at least a pillar in Martin Luther King Jr.'s life from what his dad taught him? I would think so. Let me give you some more history. In 1888, Kodak was founded. In 2003, they fired 50,000 people because the world was embracing digital photography. In 2012, Kodak went bankrupt. In 2012, Facebook purchased Instagram for $1 billion. At the time, Instagram only had 12 employees. $1 billion. Have you ever seen a row of dominoes? Those little rectangular things? And it only takes really one nudge for the dominoes to fall. What about you? Have you ever looked back at the people in your life and the events that have influenced your life? That is, to understand how they continue to influence you, good or bad. Have you ever chosen to dissect why you feel the way you feel about certain issues? Have you ever chosen to dissect why you do what you do and why you do it? It takes a little time, it takes an investment of time. You see, influence happens as a result of inputs. And these inputs don't have to be huge. It only takes one or a couple or a few influencers to really change your world, your life, in a dramatic way. So again, if you think about the December 25th example at the beginning of the article, millions and millions and millions of people celebrate December 25th as Christmas, but really have no clue about its origins. They just celebrate it. So if you really look at your life and dig really, really deep into your life and look at those people who have influenced you in some way and really investigate if those influencers were good or bad for you, or the information that they shared with you was right or wrong, it's mind-bending. Mind-bending. It's possible that some of the people who've influenced you have shared information with you that's partial at best, incomplete at best, or wrong at worst. It's possible that maybe, on the flip side, some of these people who have influenced you have created a world in your life that saved your butt from falling on your face more than a few times. So take a personal inventory about how you live. Again, take a personal inventory inventory. You know how you count things on shelves? Take an inventory about your life. Invest the time to question the foundation of everything in your life, because it's freeing to discover information that you never knew existed. So I would suggest that you do that. Do it consistently. Maybe do it twice a year. At the very least once a year. It's eye-opening what you're going to learn. My name is John Carver. Thanks for watching.